Hey, welcome to Breakfast with John Eats Cheap with some leftovers. You know, you get through the holidays, you got that half gallon of eggnog because it's great for the first cup, and then the next, and then you got a whole bunch of eggnog left over. How about some eggnog French toast with brioche bread? Show you the way we do French toast. Got the bread first. This is a full loaf, it's not sliced. Got it at the bakery. So I'm just gonna cut the end off to start with. We're gonna cut these thick, because French toast should be thick. You can see that's a big old thick, like a Texas toast size.
Because you're only eating one piece of this French toast.
Yeah. we have Cheap Junior's going to come over and enjoy it though, so we're gonna go ahead and make 3 here. Okay. Now this, I'm just going to save this and I'll freeze it and we'll do it another time. So I'll get that sealed up. So we get that. Let me get our bread out of the way. Get the heel or the crust. Maybe have that with toast later. That'd be good. Okay, so now we're all bread sliced up. We're going to start with a couple of eggs and get them into the bowl. And then our eggnog. Go eggs first, so if you do get any shell, you can fish them out of there. Now our eggnog, which is very eggy, already has like cinnamon, nutmeg in it, real sweet. So we'll mix this up, whisk it up all together. And this will be our, I guess it's a batter, kind of a custard, more of a custard than a batter. So our eggnog is all mixed up. I decided to go ahead and cut 4 pieces. Cheap Junior might be hungry. So now I hope they fit. Ooh, just barely. I'm going in a big spread out pan. Now here's the way I do French toast. I know a lot of people just dip it, you know, for like 10 seconds. I do my French toast like I do barbecue on the smoker. Low and slow is the way to go. So I let it soak in here so it gets all the way into that bread and soaks it up. So now we're just gonna get these so they're submerged and let them soak up all that eggy goodness. Then we'll flip them over and do the other side.
So about how long do you let them soak?
I'll let them soak probably a couple minutes here, and then I'll flip them a couple more minutes and then flip them over again until like all the egg is absorbed. So, you know, 5 minutes isn't too long. Dewy French toast. We're gonna flip these. They've been in a couple of minutes. I suggest you use a spatula to help you because they get kind of soft.
And you want to use like a hearty bread, like this brioche is pretty hearty.
Yeah,
bread.
it's very dense. Texas toast works great, and you know, a lot of times we just get a day old 49-cent loaf at Jimmy John's and use that, slice it thin. That's what we usually use. You can see that's pretty evenly coated, but we're gonna let it soak for a couple of minutes here and then flip it again.
And it's good if the bread's kind of stale.
Yeah, because it absorbs that eggy mixture and it just gets it good and custardy inside. So it's been a couple of minutes. We're gonna flip it one more time and get the last of that nog.
There's not as much as there was in the bottom of the pan.
No, there's not. I'm heating up my griddle too.
You got a griddle, yeah.
Yeah. Heating up the griddle just to about 300. Not very hot. This is kind of messy. And I'm gonna let those go until that's almost fully absorbed. I'll keep, you know, basting it, get some up on top, and we'll be ready to cook.
Could you do it like overnight?
Well, there is, you could do like an overnight brunch thing. Bake it like this, let it sit overnight, and then just bake it in the oven. That's good too. So I'm gonna declare the French toast ready, nice and eggy. Got my griddle here at, between 250 and 300. Just gonna melt some butter on there. This is the easy way to do it, evenly spread. instead of melting it in one spot and trying to spread it out with a spatula. So there we go. Now, let's get these on. Hey, I know, I'm hungry. Dewey, be nice.
I think he saw Santa.
That could be. Be a little late. Santa probably smelled the French toast. With brioche bread. And I just kind of try and spread them out a little bit. I know it looks odd and that bothers me, but it'll be okay. Boy, it smells good already with that eggnog. All right, these have been going a little over 5 to 10 minutes. And I think they're getting golden. As you can see, I've kind of switched to, I might need to go back to the spatula. Goodness. This is thicker and heavier. Oh yeah, we can do it. We'll flip it back on this side again. But they're ready for the first turn.
Now you tasted the eggnog and said it was like sweet enough and spicy enough for you.
Yeah, and you know me, I'm not a fan of sweet French toast. I don't put syrup on it, powdered sugar, none of that. But yeah, you could certainly add some cinnamon, some sugar, some nutmeg, something like that. And I'm just going to top this with butter. You could, obviously most people eat it with syrup, but I'm different that way. These could have gotten a little more golden brown, so that's why we're going to let them go slow here for a while, and then we'll flip them again.
Really? We having French toast? Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do a little more butter. We need a little more butter here, because it absorbs that egg and absorbs that butter. I just want to get a fresh layer there. Get these on there. Yeah.
So they look good enough to eat?
Mm-hmm. That's the way you do it. A little more butter. I think we're going to flip them again. Starting to get brown over here. I hope. Oh yeah. And you know what? This process, you can flip these several times. This isn't like a steak. I don't have rules like that. Only once. Nah, you keep flipping them until they are totally golden and totally cooked through.
Because you're trying to get all that custardy stuff in the middle to be
good. They look okay. And I'm not kidding you. The eggnog, it smells like bananas. I would swear I had put bananas in this. It's really weird. All right, these are about done, I'm thinking. Looking pretty golden. Now here's what I'm gonna do. This is a Johnny's Cheap French toast trick. Okay, this is gonna be my piece here. You check and see which side looks like it's the meltiest. I'm gonna put it on that side. This is the side I'm gonna have up. Put it over there for about 10 seconds so it can get good and hot to melt that butter. Now it's nice and hot on that side, golden looking. Get that butter on there immediately. My butter's not real soft, even though I always keep it out. You can keep butter in the cupboard or on the counter in a butter dish. It won't go bad before you eat it. A stick of butter. You don't have to keep it in the fridge, but during the winter months, it gets a little cold. So get that on there. Oh, look at that. It's maximum meltage with that butter just because of the tip, huh?
Maximum
nice
meltage.
Tip. Yeah. Oh, I'm all about that. I like to poke some holes in it too, so it can get down in there. Like I said, top this with fruit or whipped cream or syrup, whatever you like. I got some bacon here that I cooked up as well. That's going to be our side today. And you know what? We usually do sausage with French toast, I think.
Bacon's good.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of sausage lately. I was ready for some bacon.
We have. All right. I'm going to give it a shot here. I'm going to go with this corner.
Hurry up. Cheap Junior's about to storm the kitchen.
I know. The others are over here. Eggnog, French toast. You know what? I like that little bit of extra sweetness. The eggy custard-like French toast consistency with a little bit of different flavor. It is a great way to use the eggnog. Use that instead of milk. Yeah, I gotta get this stuff plated up. There you go. A use for your extra eggnog. Thanks for watching John Eats Cheap. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays.